Mr. Eggplant presents.
Hey guys, Tyler here, and thank you for checking out this video. And wouldn't you know it, if you watched my single target version of this video, I am still outside of Breezebiter's den. So let's go ahead and continue to talk about our marksman hunter trees for 10.07. So this video is really just kind of updating the 10.05 portion, build portion of my guide. I'm not making a new guide, but there will be a new one out for 10.1, so be sure and check that out. That'll be out the first couple of weeks of May, so it'll be here before you know it, so I better get to writing. Anyway, so this video is going to be the AoE / Mythic Plus version of my talents. So this is going to be kind of short, sweet, and to the point, and it's going to be giving you some flex picks as well in your build. So let's go ahead and take a look at the hunter side of the tree, and much like single target, it's kind of the same until you get to the very bottom. So you get your free point in kill shot, 1 point in improved kill shot, then 2 points in post haste, 2 in natural mending, 1 in counter shot, 1 in survival of the fittest, 1 in misdirection, 1 in tar trap, then 2 points in born to be wild, and then you can pick between lone survivor or nature's endurance. And like single target, I prefer to just make survival of the fittest a stronger ability and do that 40% reduced damage, which can be a very nice cooldown at that point. Then you're going to put 1 point in binding shot, and then 2 points in rejuvenating wind, which was buffed in 10.07, which means it now increases our maximum health as well as give us that little bit of extra heal when we use our exhilaration. You'll put 1 point in hunter's avoidance and 2 points in pathfinding. And just like single target, you have 2 more points you need to spend. Now in AoE, you definitely want to have, or at least in Mythic Plus, you definitely want to have Trank Shot for most dungeons here in Season 1. That could change in Season 2, we'll just have to wait and see. So you put 1 point in Trank Shot and you have 1 more point left to spend. I personally would pick up Entrapment. Entrapment is a really nice ability to help your tank, as long as it's not like a sanguine week, if you know what I mean. But it's a nice way to help your tank kite to get out of bad situations, or to help yourself get out of bad situations. Otherwise, you can put your point up here in concussive shot. You could even put a point in improved trank shot. There's a couple of different options there. I'm going to go ahead and put that point in entrapment, but like I said, you can put it in any of those options, or you could even put a point in camouflage. Then we're going to go ahead and spend our last 11 points. So our goal is to get down here, much like with a single target build, to get down to Death Chakram. So I put 2 points in Keen Eyesight, 1 point in Death Chakram, and now I want to get Explosive Shot. So I'll put 2 points in Arctic Bola and 1 point in Explosive Shot, 5 points left to spend. So it'll be 2 points in Master Marksman, 1 in Serpent Sting, and 1 in Poison Injection, because that's good for both single target and for AoE, and it's really good for boss damage in Mythic Plus situations, or if you have the Razageth bow, it works really nicely there. So now we just have 1 point left, so we're going to go ahead and put it in Serrated Shots to help us increase the damage of the Serpent Sting and bleed effects we're putting on enemies. Now that the hunter side of the tree is done, let's take a look at the marksman side. And if you'll notice over here, this is the exact build I use for single target as well, because I just don't like steel trap, but that was the other video. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at the marksman side of the tree. So 1 point in aim shot, then 1 point in crack shot, 1 point in improved steady shots, steady shot, excuse me, and then 2 points in precise shots. I'm saying shots so much. Put 1 point in rapid fire, and then 2 points in streamline. And then, like the single target build, you're going to want to put 1 point in surging shots, 1 point in death blow, and 1 point in razor fragments. Now we are trying to get down here to salvo, so we're going to go ahead and kind of change our build. It's going to stray away from the single target build. So 1 point in multi-shot, then 1 point in trick shots, 1 point here in volley. Now let's go ahead and open up the rest of this here by putting some points up here up top. So we're going to put 1 point in lone wolf, and then 2 points in careful aim, then 1 point in target practice, and see we need to spend 2 more points. So let's put 2 points in focused aim. From there, now we can open up and get bullet storm, and then you can pick salvo. So now we have 8 points left, and those 8 points need to be spent to get to unerring vision. So 1 point in true shot, 2 points in Eagle Talon's True Focus, and 1 point in Unerring Vision. That does give us 4 more points to spend. So we want to either put a point in Tactical Reload or Deadeye to get to Serpent Stalker's Trickery. So we're going to go ahead and put a point in tactical reload. That's something that replaced double tap, and it still does quite a bit of damage. Even though it doesn't actually do damage, you get more aim shots and more rapid fires out, and so because of that, it does do a little bit more damage if you think about it. You put 1 point in Serpent Stalker's Trickery, which works really well with Poison Injection or Hydra's Bite if you are running with that. And we have 2 points left to spend in our tree. And then I would put 1 point in Lock and Load. And if your group needs it, you put 1 point in Wailing Arrow, or you can put 1 point in Bullseye. The Bullseye pick is really more of a flex pick. It's something that I prefer, but it's good for Mythic Plus bosses in particular. Like this week is a Tyrannical week as I'm recording this. I would want to make sure that my build is still going to do well for single target, not just AoE, because otherwise I don't want to be, a limp noodle when I'm trying to take out Herja or Heimdall or something like that in some of these higher tyrannical keys. I don't want to feel like I'm a detriment to my group. So because of that, I try to increase my damage just a little bit at the very end, and I go ahead and put 1 point in Bullseye. But again, you have options you can spend here. You don't have to put a point in Tactical Reload if you don't want to. If you want to put it in Deadeye, that is totally fine. Or if you want to take one of these points out, you don't think you need Wailing Arrow, and you want to put 2 points in Hunter's Knowledge, that is your flex pick. Or if you want to put a point in Light Ammo, if you're going to be doing some ginormous pulls, Light Ammo is the way to go. There is more flexibility in this build for AoE than there is for single target, in my opinion. So I would, if you want to go ahead and get like a standard build, you put your point in Wailing Arrow and not put it in Bullseye. If you don't like Wailing Arrow, you don't need to interrupt with it, or you don't feel like you're going to be using it for the intended interrupt effect, then by all means put a point in one of these other abilities. Don't put it there though. They have the same picture. Don't put it in Steady Focus. It's probably not going to help you too much. But yeah, we'll go ahead and put it there in Wailing Arrow for the sake of the video. But thank you guys for checking this video out. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and be sure and follow me over at Twitch at twitch.tv/Mr. Eggplant. Like I said, this is just my opinion. This is what I use in my videos. In AoE, I don't run Wailing Arrow nearly as much as I should, just because my group doesn't ask for it. I ask my group each and every time we do a key, do you want me to bring Wailing Arrow, yes or no? If I do, perfect, and then I will. Otherwise, I don't bother, and I'll put that point in Bullseye just to give myself a little bit more damage on bosses, which is where Marksman kind of lacks in Mythic Plus right now. But like I said, thank you guys for watching. Best of luck in 10.07 and into 10.1. I'm looking forward to making that next Marksman Hunter guide for you guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.